I'm gonna complain. That's what today's gonna be about. Today's gonna be about complaining. Let's get started. So, I have been trying to make a motorcycle video that's different from any other content that I've ever made before for probably about 2 weeks now. I've spent hundreds of dollars on equipment. I have spent countless hours attempting to record videos and attempting to make stuff work, trying different things, trying to make different types of content, trying to do reaction videos, trying to do more like parking lot, like casual content, talking about different things to recommend to new riders, different things to do if you're just starting out, or things to look out for, like trying to make different types of content. Previously, the only content I've ever made was wheelie content, speeding, and being a street Rossi and everything else, and I'm just trying to do something different. I'm trying to be better for the community, trying to be better for you. And apparently, God, or whatever you believe in, I believe in God, but whatever you believe in, whatever is going on does not want me to do that. I am having to record with a wireless mic into my phone that's currently making a video that's of my forehead and nothing else. And then I have the GoPro that I'm talking to. And then I'll just sync up the audio and everything else. It's not going to make any sense because my hand gestures are going to be out of sync the entire time. Anyways, I'm done ranting. Now, as to why I'm doing this, I am bored. I have a lot of free time right now. I have GoPro, Velcro just coming off my GoPro. That's a sick Mustang. I'm bored right now. I'm kind of unemployed, and so I've been chilling doing that for a little bit. It's been nice. Last year was probably the hardest I've ever worked in my entire life. And so, it's kind of nice taking a little bit of time to myself, but I have ADHD and autism. So that does only go so far before you're just like, I am bored and want to do something stupid. And a lot of my friends know that I have made motorcycle content in the past. Again, very different than what this is. And they've been telling me, hey, Alec, you should try to make, like more like a vlog style video, or like, kind of how-tos and whatnot, and everything else. And I'm like, you know what? Hey, I like that idea. That sounds like a lot of fun. That sounds like it shouldn't be that difficult. Why not try? And here I am trying, and it sucks. It sucks real bad. This camera is vibrating like crazy thanks to having a V-twin engine. Hopefully this video is at least somewhat usable. But yeah, so literally everything that could go wrong has been going wrong. I tried to do a reaction video, and it was like freezing up really bad. I don't know if my laptop is just not strong enough, or if I was just doing something wrong, if I had the wrong equipment, if I had the wrong software. I don't know. Like, there's just so many things that it could have been. And then I finally recorded a video. It was terrible because it was like 2 o'clock in the morning and I was tired. I couldn't really make a lot of noise. I didn't want to piss off my neighbors. And so I had to be very quiet, and I didn't have the energy that I needed to make the video, but hey, it worked. Everything was synced up. There was good audio. The video and everything was playing really well. It wasn't skipping or anything like that. Like, there was no lagging, no nothing. Like, I had everything figured out. And then I went to go make a video the next day, and what do you know it? Everything that was working stopped working. Everything just failed right in front of me. It was the most frustrating thing ever, because, like, hey, look, you finally got it all figured out. Like this is a very difficult thing that I'm doing here, trying to figure out how to get the video playing, how to get a video of me going, how to get the audio nice, everything else, the balance of everything. Like, I'm not a genius. I'm not very smart. I'm actually very stupid. And so this is very difficult for me because I am very stupid. So anyways, that failed, and I kind of gave up on doing that. I'll go back and try to do that eventually, but right now I'm just not in the mood. I'm not in the mood to try to do that. And so I was like, you know what? This shouldn't be too hard. I already have the wireless mic. I'm using it for another type of video that I tried to make. That failed miserably. So why not just plug it into my phone and try to record a video on my phone and just like me driving around yapping? Well, what do you know? I drive around for about 10-15 minutes, I yap, I'm like, alright, that was a good little yap session, that was a good little moment. As long as the video recorded properly, like, that should be fun, that should be usable content. What do you know? The video was only 7 seconds long, and for whatever reason my phone just said, nope, no video for you, you're done, you're out of there, I'm not recording anymore, and then took a nap. I'm like, oh great, that's beneficial, that's really nice. I just realized I drove around that entire time with tears streaming down my face and the wind blowing all over the microphone. That's probably all wasted time in now too. But anyways, so 7 seconds worth of video footage, and I had a lot of funny things that happened. I had somebody that I did a wheelie for that smiled real big, and then I did another wheelie, and the car going by just like waved at me. They were super happy to see wheelies, like, and I had a whole thing about like, you know, wheelies are something so silly, but if it puts a smile on somebody's face, you know, like, it's worth doing, like, and especially if you know how to do it. Like, if you're a competent rider that you know how to do wheelies and stuff, like, don't go out and just show off and do wheelies, but like, if you actually know how to do a wheelie and you do it for yourself, like, if I'm on a back road and there's no cars around me, I'm doing wheelies just because it's fun. And speaking of wheelies, that's not a cop. Wheelie time. Oh, spun the tire a little bit. That's always fun whenever the tire breaks loose, and then as it's spinning, it gains enough heat to get traction, and then it just stands up on you randomly. That's, oh, there's a sheriff. Hi. That's a really good time. But anyways, so like, I was in a good mood and everything was going well, and then again, get back to the house and I'm like, cool, I've got a video. It's not probably a great video, but it's at least something to post, something worth posting. Just driving around yapping, and what do you know, again, the video failed. And so I'm like, alright, cool, I just want to go step off on the interstate. And then I'm like, oh wait, I have a GoPro. Let me just plug in my GoPro into my wireless mic and record off that, because like, that's a foolproof plan. But then I forgot that GoPros have a USB-C port to charge it. They have a USB-C port to charge it, but for whatever reason you have to have a microphone adapter to adapt the like the headphone jack to a USB-C rather than running it directly to and so now I'm having to record from the GoPro, and then I have my wireless mic hooked up to my phone, which everything seems to still be working. So at least we may have something worthwhile here. But all in all, just a very frustrating time. And then, oh, by the way, I tried to make a short video on how to flush your brake fluid, because I thought that'd be a really useful, you know, thing for people to know how to do. And what do you know it, I made a 24-minute video that I tried my hardest to cut down, but there was not a single way in Hades that I was going to be able to cut 24 minutes into a minute-long video. And what is this? That's a hoodie strap. Okay, I was like, something's tickling me. Is it hitting my helmet? That's strapped. I don't know. Today is just a day, one of the days of all time. That is what I like to call today. Today is one of the days of all time. Cruiser bruiser. Pow. Nice. But yeah, I don't know. I hope that this video works. I hope that I'm not wasting my time right now as well. I hope the audio sounds good, other than the 5 minutes that I was driving around with my visor open like an idiot. I do have the dead cat in my mouth right now. And I'm not talking about Chinese food. I'm talking about this microphone cover. It's literally in my mouth. Hey, another motorcycle, bro. Is it a Triumph? Nice. It's a little Triumph Bonneville, or I say old, but it's a new Triumph Bonneville. Oh, man. But yeah, I don't know. I'm like on the verge of just giving up forever and just never trying to make a video again. But at the same time, I'm like, I'm very stubborn and autistic. If I haven't already mentioned that, I'm autistic. And so I'm like, just because this thing doesn't want me to do it, I'm not going to say that. That sounds really bad. Just because like it's not working out for me right now does not mean I'm going to give up. That's where I'm at. I'm just like, you know what? Even though it seems like everything in the world, the universe, the heavens is telling me to stop and to not do this because it's not working, it's not going to be worth my time or whatever, I'm stubborn enough to go, you know what? I know what you're trying to tell me, and I don't care. I'm going to do it anyways. I'm going to go after it, and I'm going to try, and I'm going to fail. I'm going to fail a lot. I'm going to get really angry. I'm going to say a lot of naughty words. And then eventually, it's going to work out for me. And that's kind of been like my life story, like wrapped up in the least amount of words, wheelie time. The least amount of words, yeah, that I could possibly imagine. I can't see anything. That's how this is gonna go, and I don't care. I'm gonna make it work, and that's just the end of the story. And so that's where I'm at. I am making it work. I'm doing the not so fun thing of like trying to get this audio to sync up and do whatever. Not that it really matters, I guess, because you can't see my mouth anyway, so I really don't know why I care that much. I could just record this at home after the fact, to just like react to my own video and then just overlay the audio that way. Man, that would be smart, because then I could say actual funny things rather than just nonsense. By the way, it's like 43 degrees right now. It's not cold, but there is still snow on the ground from like 2 weeks ago, and there's still like frozen water everywhere. I tried to go play golf yesterday, and literally some of the greens were frozen. You hit the ground and it was like sounded like you're hitting concrete. Some of the ponds were still frozen over. Like I stood on a pond yesterday and it was 50 degrees outside. My brain doesn't compute how that's possible. Being from the south is an unusual feeling to think about. But yeah, also I just realized that I've had music not playing this entire time, and it was playing earlier, and I don't know what happened to it. A Nissan in front of me. I wonder if they're going to do an Ultima thing. I'm going to slow down. I don't know, folks. I don't know what I'm doing. I would like to know what I'm doing, so if anybody has any pointers, please, by all means, roast me in the comments, because I know this is going to be horrible. And that's okay. I've come to terms with the fact that it's going to be horrible. But I want to try, and I want to keep trying, and I want to get better, and I want to do things better. And hopefully, eventually, I can make one person smile. That's my goal, is to make one person smile. If I can make one person smile doing what I'm doing, then, like, everything is worth it. Getting a random phone call. I'll call them back. I really hope that they did not just mess up my audio. Hey, nice turn signal, idiot. Wheelie time. Yay! Yippee! Everything is okay in the world. When you're angry or upset, the good news is I own a 1300cc liquid-cooled V-twin that makes 175 horsepower and does wheelies at 90 miles an hour. So, like, things can't be that bad. I mean, yeah, I'm in financial ruin, but I have a Super Duke. I just did a wheelie mid-corner, 80. Like, who else can do that? I mean, sure, you may have more money than me, but I have a Super Duke. Have I mentioned that I have a Super Duke? Fun fact, the KTM 1290 Super Duke R has been my dream motorcycle since I was 14 years old. I may actually, if I can figure out how to do this, overlay a video of like the intro to the original KTM Super Duke video that I saw at 14 years old. I guess it would have been before 2014, to like 2013. I'll figure out when that video came out, and I'll overlay it a little bit. But hands down, that video gave me wet dreams. And I was like, oh, that motorcycle's so sick, but I'll never be able to own one. And now I've had 2 of them, and that's just because I'm an idiot and got crashed into. That's a story for a different day. I wonder if these kids leaving preschool want to see a wheelie. Yee! Cruiser Bruiser, let's go. But yeah, now I've had the opportunity to own 2 different Super Dukes. I've had the orange first gen and the black first gen. The only first gen colorway that I haven't had, I think, is the red, white, and blue, which I would love to have, by the way. I wonder if the fire department wants to see some whirlies. I'm not going to turn here because I don't want them knowing that I live in this neighborhood and calling the cops. Turn to the next entrance. But yeah, I am super fortunate, and I don't want to sound braggadocious whenever I say that, oh, you know, I have a Super Duke. I mean, I am a little bit, and that's okay. It is my dream bike, so I feel like I worked really hard to the point of being able to afford my dream bike. And I mean afford my dream bike. It's just tax evasion, but that's not important. If anybody asks, this is a 2018 F-250 Super Duty that I've written off as a work truck. But anyways, like I said, that's just what I'm feeling. That's what I'm thinking. I feel better about communicating this and not actually taking out violence on small animals. So that's good for me and small animals. But I'm gonna call it. I'm done. I'm tired. I don't want to do this anymore. That's just where I'm at. So yeah, we'll try again tomorrow probably. But anyways, that's enough. I am gonna go now. Bye.